So the first pet for you to meet is my 13.5-week-old puppy Saxon. He is obviously a black lab. Saxon! Yeah! On your bed! So we've been training him to do a lot of tricks because obviously he's a puppy. So he knows things like on your bed. Yes! Good boy! Spin! Spin! Sit! Yes! He knows down. No, down. Good boy. On your bed. He knows stay. Okay. On your bed. And the final trick he knows is wait. Okay. So that is my little puppy Saxon. So these are my adorable fluffy guinea pigs. This beautiful ginger fluffy guinea pig is Teddy, and then this ginger and white guinea pig is Twiggy. They are a breed of guinea pig called Mini Plea, and they are about 2.5 years old. I got them off someone that just didn't really want them anymore. I think she bred them herself. Hi. And they are just unbelievably friendly. They are both boys. We've had no health issues or anything like that. Teddy, this one, is definitely the more confident of the two, but Twiggy has his good traits, don't you? Apart from being super adorable. So he does amazing chin rubs. You want to show them your chin rub? Oh, even get that on camera. It's epic. They both have learnt how to spin. Piggies! Nice! Oh my goodness, we found the pea flakes. So, oh no. Okay, hang on, let's put the pea flakes down. What's this? What's this? We have taught them how to spin. No, not the lid. Oh my goodness. Come here, you guys. What's this? And, oh no. And spin. Good job. And Twiggy. You're going to spin. What's this? Spin. Oh, very good. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. Since you did an automatic spin, they obviously don't have to spin for everything, but it's a really cute trick that I've taught them, and I think it's adorable. Teddy, obviously the ginger one on the left, has the most insanely loud week. It's very impressive, isn't it, buddy? Very impressive. And you also do some very good chin ups. Should we show them? Oh, look at that. Just adorableness. Twiggy's like, excuse me, have you got food? I know, and I just love them. They are obviously very spoiled with a very big cage, and yeah, they're just fluffy potatoes that kind of run around, and I adore them, don't I? Yeah, you are such a good boy. I know. I'm gonna say bye. Say bye. Next up is my adorable little dwarf hamster Temmie. He's about 1 year and 3 months old. I did unfortunately get him from Facebook Marketplace when he's in one of those horrible little hamster cages. However, he is now in a much better cage, but there is a lot of biting, as you can see from the video, because I think of the little cage that he was in. So I think that's formed a bit of aggression, which I'm trying to stop. But he's still the most sweetest, curious hamster, and I adore him, and you'll see lots more of him soon. Next, you'll meet my 2 gerbils, Merry and Pippin, of course from Lord of the Rings. They are coming up to about 2 years old now, and I rescued them off the website Pets for Homes. I say rescued purely because they were coming in one of those horrific little pets at home gerbilarium cages, and they just weren't happy. And as soon as I put them in this big fish tank that they're in, it's about 5 foot, honestly they were like completely different gerbils. So you can see on the screen it's Pippin. He is the much more confident of the two and likes to kind of come out and explore, whereas the other gerbil, Merry, is a heck of a lot more shy. However, they do look identical, so I can only tell them apart based on their personality. Moving on to my little, he's about 9 months old, turtle. So he is called Turbo. What a fantastic name. He was about 7 months old when I got him, something around there. He wasn't kept in the best conditions really. He was in this tank. It's okay. But he was not kept at the correct temperature. He didn't have very high water at all. he was only fed bloodworms, and his UVB light, he didn't have a heat bulb, and his UVB light was one of those ones that you don't really know how much is emitting. It's probably absolutely rubbish. But he is the most friendly turtle, honestly, ever. He lets me pick him up occasionally if I need to kind of get his shell and deal with the algae. He has, again, a little hatchling tank, lots of rocks and things where he could bask, a heat lamp, a UVB bulb up there, and he's just the most adorable, friendly thing I honestly have ever come across. And normally if I put my finger here, he'll be like, yep. Hi. Oh, I know, you're so cute. You're so cute. Swim. So the first fish that you are going to meet are my green spotted pufferfish. You can see I have two. One is way bigger than the other, and the other one you can also see is a lot smaller and skinnier. So I got these nearly a year ago now, actually, off someone from Facebook Marketplace who just didn't want them anymore, wasn't keeping them necessarily in the best conditions. They are currently in a quarantine tank, and they are going to be moving into the saltwater tank, which I will show you in a minute. The only issue really that I'm having at the moment with them is that one of them, the larger one, is bullying the smaller one that you've just seen. He's also trying to escape at the back. So he, yeah, you can see this troublemaker, is bullying the smaller one. You can see the little marks on him. I thought it was a parasite for ages, or some sort of disease. I still kind of do, to be honest, but I'm now kind of convinced that it's bite marks from him bullying the little one. So they're in a brackish tank at the moment, and they are going to go into the full marine tank at the back. Moving over here, we're going to go over to my goldfish. So I have 4 goldfish. They are in a 260 litre tank with not as many plants as I used to have, because the plants actually died, but they do have quite a lot of bamboo, monstera, peace lily, pothos at the top. So my oldest two is this orange one here, this orange oranda, who's called Jemima. He is not particularly fussy or bossy. Then we have Susan, who's doing a lot of bottom sitting, which I'm a little bit worried about. So that's Susan at the back. We don't know how old any of these fish are because they're all rescues. These 2 goldfish, actually, Jemima and Susan, were in this tank there, the pufferfish tank, before I put them in for quarantines. That's what they came in, but obviously that's not good enough really for goldfish. Then we have this massive one, which I do not have a name for. Apparently I'm bad at naming my fish. He is gorgeous. He's literally got in the tank about a week ago. He was in quarantine. He was quarantined with this little ranchu goldfish, who is called Moose, because he looks like he has a little moustache. They are just beautiful, and they are swimming around and look like they are loving life. Moving on to this tank. So this is my planted, did have CO2 on it, aquarium. I'm not particularly happy with the plants. I've actually just thinned it, but I do want to rescape this at some point. I like the hardscape, not the plants. So in here we have lots of mostly mollyfish fry. You can see them there. So it's got lots of snails, lots of little, mostly baby mollies. There's actually some fry. The camera can see that little fry there. And then a ton of snails, because I overfeed the tank to feed the fry. But the snails do get fed to the puffer. And then here is my favourite little fish, little black and white fish that you probably can't see very well. He's called Tiny Tim. I got him off Facebook Marketplace. He is a full-grown mollyfish, and he is the oldest in the tank by far, and he's also the tiniest because he is the runt, and he's just absolutely adorable. I'm obsessed with him, but it's funny that he's getting outgrown by all the other fish. This is my saltwater molly tank, the one that the puffers are going to go into. I've literally just added actually a mushroom coral and a Kenya coral, my first ever coral, yesterday. So in here we have a ton of molly fish. We have 4 adults from my original 6. 2 of them are upstairs still, and then we have their babies, and then we have another generation of babies, which I can't see anywhere because they're all probably hiding in the rock, but we have basically 3 or 4 generations that did actually give birth in this saltwater tank. So lots and lots of mostly baby mollies in this saltwater aquarium. If we move over into my dining room, we can meet some more fish and my plant obsession. So in this tank we have shrimp. This is my shrimp and snail tank. I did originally get it to feed the puffers. Now I just really like the shrimp. So I have red cherry shrimp at the bottom, which I really like. And then we have a Mano shrimp. There were quite a lot out before, but actually I can only see one on the rockwork. I have 7 hopefully still in this tank, and it's planted tank, so it has a lot of algae. I keep the light quite high so you can meet all of them because there's lots of shrimp in there to feed. So this is Sonic, my beta fish. He is in a 54-litre planted tank. He has lots of resting places, kind of like towards the top of the tank. You can see some resting places. He has a little hammock that's actually fallen down at the bottom, some little tunnels to go through, some nubia, some large plants that he can rest on. He also gets remineralized water and lots of different things that are very specific to beta fish, but he's just stunning. I've only had him for 1 week so far. He's about 6 months old, or at least 6 months when the other person got him from the pet shop. I don't know anything about his previous care, to be honest. But that is Sonic the beta fish. And here we have some minnows and some platies. So you can see there's a very large platy. The camera doesn't do, I think it's her justice, because oh my gosh, she is a big fish. Then we have 9 minnows, 5 of one colour, 4 of another. Then we have 4 Variatus platies that are kind of like black speckled, and then we have another yellow one which I can't see them. Oh yeah, he's there in the bottom right. Another yellow platy that just this person from this mansion wanted to get rid of, and also gave me a shrimp, which was an interesting experience. So again, I don't know the age of any of these. These have all been off Facebook Marketplace. The beta fish was off Facebook Marketplace, and the shrimp were off Facebook Marketplace. So literally all my fish are rescued, normally from smaller tanks that I'm not particularly happy with, and then I hopefully give them a better life with better care in a much more suitable tank. So that is pretty much all of my animals. I do also have a Syrian hamster called Yogi. However, he's a ghost hamster, so I just don't have really any footage to show you. So I didn't include him in this video, but I am hoping that you'll see him in the future. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!